Hey everyone, welcome to BUGSMASHERS episode 6. Have some good news. I heard that they're making a Han Solo movie starring guess who? Yep, that's right, my man Zac Efron. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. Well, let's start the show. BUGSMASHERS! Hey everybody, we're here in my, you guys know this, my fun little level. I'm gonna pop down and show you a fun little bug. So before we start off, I'm gonna show you the fun times we have with streams. So sometimes when you come in, things are just broken. So my character, I'll call him Mr. Ready. So here we are with Mr. Ready and my lovely Aurora, and we're gonna get into a ship and see what happens. Enter the ship. Oh no, it's jittering like crazy. Whee! Why is it moving? Oh gosh, what's happening? No! So we're jittering. Oh gosh. And the player, as he moves around, just makes the situation way worse. Facts. Hey everyone, we're here in a fun little level, and as I was doing this bug, I noticed a fun little another bug. My character has no texture. Yay! Oh, the daily life of, hey, what's happening now on this stream? So, that little bug is something else, but I'll show you what we're having here with my little character, Mr. Red, and my Aurora. So let's hop inside and see what happens. I'm going up, And now, oh no, oh why? Ah! So the fun part is, when the player is now somehow interacting with the ship so badly, all things start breaking, and now I'm clipping inside, and wow. That was amazing. What do you say, Tom? Should we ship it? Yeah, we should ship it.
Good to go, man.
Good to go. Cool. All right, so let's take a look at that again, but this time we're going to use our fancy dancy debug mode, which shows us all the physics proxies. So as you can see inside Mr. Red, there's these little grayish little spheres. That is the player proxy. Whatever hits that hits the player. So as you can see, he kind of looks like a little guy. So if I move around, you can see him, and the ship looks, well, like a ship. So let's see what happens when I enter. So we start going up, everything's fine and dandy. Then we go inside, and oh my god, I'm a capsule. Oh gosh, what's happening? I'm penetrating all the physics. No! And everything explodes. So, this little capsule that you see is actually some old code from Crisis where they use a capsule to basically lower the cost of player physics interactions. So they would hit the capsule, and then if it hits the capsule, then it would check the more expensive collisions. However, we disabled the capsule because, well, you saw bugs like that. Unfortunately, the capsule gets turned on because of some other code far away from the player physics. So this is the player physics, and this is the player's mesh that controls a bunch of things like how he animates and collides and stuff like that. So when we get inside of a ship, we change the collision mode so he doesn't interact with the ship, so he could penetrate it and everything, but it won't cause physics interactions. And then when he's done, we remove that. And unfortunately, when we get done, it decides, hey, it goes through this little path right here, because we're setting ourselves as non-pushables. We're going to create this extra collider because old CryEngine code, which we don't want. In fact, since the capsule code was removed all from inside of here by Alphonic, we also need to make sure that it's disabled in this little area, which could only be some kind of weird hack made back in the day. So luckily we have this little console variable. So we're going to turn off this bad boy. So now the capsule will never get made. Next, we have a problem because in the vehicle code, specifically in, if I can find the function, there it is. And the initialization, here we are. When we initialize, we actually tell the physics of the vehicle that we do not want the players to push us around. However, as you saw, the players were in fact pushing us around. It took a little bit of debugging to figure out what was happening, but in two parts of the, we call it the living entity or the player physics, it was checking to see, specifically in this spot, if it should interact with something. And as you can see, and this part does in fact check to see if it should be pushable. However, it then skips that check on the next line. So what we want to do is move the check for if the player can push this thing a wee bit back. And I ran the game, tried it, and noticed that the player still is doing an impulse when he jumps. So I found this little bit of code called Sync with Ground Collider, and this is the thing where if the player's standing on something, the physics does some extra bit of code and it will actually do an impulse. So if you're on a crate or something and you jump up, the crate will go that way and the player will go this way. However, we do not want that if the flag on the collider is not set, or is set. So let's give this a good recode compile. Let's try this bad boy again. So we're gonna go inside of our magical ship. And our capsule's gone. Our ship's not moving around. We can jump all we want and the ship stays still because we have that flag set so it won't push around the ship. Of course, my character's still red, but if anything, that's a new feature. I want to keep it. Call Mr. Ready. Whee! So I can move around, the ship won't move. I could hop out. And the ship's still there where it should be. Yay, physics bugs. He's trying to jump, but he can't jump. Woo. Hope you liked it. Till the next bug. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bug. It seems like we always have a physics bug or 3 or 10. You know, we're using the engine how it was never intended, so we always come across something that was never or unexpected that we have to handle. Hope you guys enjoyed that bug, and unfortunately there wasn't too many questions this week, so I don't have any to answer, but there's still hope. If you guys have any questions on just game design in general, the game industry, programming, or anything, you know, related to what I do, feel free to ask and I'll try to answer them you know, every week. And yeah, just send them ahoy and we'll see what we can get and answer away. See you next time on BUGSMASHERS. Smashers.